they call it that old Mountain Dew. Them that refuse it are few. If you shove your mug, I'll fill up your jug with that good old Mountain Dew. I'm Joe Marshall. I guess I am better known for my band, the Roving Ramblers. I've had the Roving Ramblers for about 64 years now, and we're still playing. At the Quonset one night, somebody was having a dance in there, and we never did know who or why. There wasn't any fight, wasn't no trouble. Somebody shot a pistol. Next day, I went up on the roof, and I found the hole where the bullet came through. And I went up there to patch it, a big tall ladder, and Jerry was tied down there close to there. And I went up on that roof to patch it, and when I started coming down, Jerry was halfway up that roof, up that ladder, and he wouldn't let me by. I couldn't get off the roof. I hollered and finally got Kenny's attention. He could handle him a little too by feeding him bread. And he got the chain, got him down so I could get off of the roof. So that's the story about that. My brother-in-law was with us there at the Quonset, and I went back to feed the bear. And I said, you carry this bucket of food for him. And we went back, and I opened the door and got him out of his cage. And I had hold of the chain. He was loose, and I had hold of the chain. Well, the bear started after Earl, because Earl had the bucket of food. I said, drop it, Earl, drop it. He said, I haven't got time. I got to stay ahead of this bear. And finally, he dropped it, and we did. Of course, that's all the bear wanted. He wanted his food. And people would come by, and they'd get him drunk. They'd give him whiskey, and he'd lay on his back and slap his feet around and groan and just lay there and roll around. So there's a guy next door to us down there, had a garage back there, and he had about 5 shoats, pigs, back there. He's going to fatten them, and kill them for the meat. And old Jerry got loose, and he headed straight for them shoats, and he killed 2 of them. Although I said he was a vegetarian, but he'd still kill a hog. And he killed 2 of them, and that guy had a shotgun. He'd done come out there, and I had to beg him. And he was a preacher, too. He was a black preacher. And I said, I begged him harder than he ever begged sinners to come for his preaching, to not shoot that bear. I said, you won't kill him. And I said, and he'll have you and me for dessert. So I finally talked him out of shooting the bear. I said, I'll get your pigs back. So Friday I went down to the stockyard and bought 2 shoats about the size of his and brought them and gave them to him. So he was satisfied then. He got his pigs back. And then one time before he got out, the collar, the chain around his neck, in the fall, they'll get fat. They'll hibernate usually if you'll let them. And that bear began to get fat. He was growing like everything. He was getting fat, and that chain got tight around his neck, and it was choking him. It done begin to cut through. Well, we didn't know what to do, how to do, so we called Dr. Kuster, our veterinarian here, and he was going to come out, and he's going to put him to sleep. And was going to cut that chain off, and I had a big nice collar made for him, a pretty collar with studs in it, and a way to tie a chain into it. And we was going to put that bear to sleep and take that chain off. And Dr. Kuster was going to treat the little place where he'd already cut through and put that big collar on him. Well, said, how are we going to give him these pills? I said, I took a tomato, put the peel in a little piece of tomato and pitched it to him, and he just swallowed it. Tomato and all, Well, we waited and waited, and after a while he got up, he'd walk around, and he wasn't going to sleep. And Dr. Kuster said, let's give him another one. So he gave me another pill, and I put in the tomato and pitched it to him, and he swallowed that one down. And he kept walking, he'd walk around, and after a while he'd just go down nearly on his feet like he's fixing to go to sleep, but he wouldn't do it. He just kept walking. I believe we gave him 3 of those pills, so I'm not sure. And Dr. Goose said, I can't give him another one. Said, I've done given him enough to knock a horse out. And that bear wouldn't go to sleep. So what we did, we took 4 ropes, 4 plow lines. We were farmers and had mules, and the plow line was a rope. And we took 4 ropes and we'd lasso. As that bear walked, we'd lasso his foot, his leg, until we got all 4 of his feet lassoed.
And then we just stretched him out. And when they stretched him out, I jumped straddled of him and grabbed him by his ears on his back, and his horns just spread out. And Doc Cooster took bolt cutters and cut that chain loose and treated, put some medicine on the little sore place there, put that new collar on him, then put the chain to it, the new chain we had for him in there. And then we let him up, and he just wobbled around there, wobbled around. So that bear slept nearly all day the next day, though, that bear, but he had a nice, pretty collar.
Shove your